Hi, welcome to Quested, everybody. We are a bunch of... Hold on, sorry, I have to read my notes. We're an actual play podcast. We are? Where a bunch of friends play D&D together. I'm your Eldritch DM, David. And I'm here with...
Rotoscope Disney Gnome throwing it back in 4K, Mikey Malachowski.
Damn.
That's from the notes. That's why I look at the podcast opener notes.
and also here with...
Future local cryptid, Cade Child.
That's a good one. And last but not
Yeah, I have a
least-
ghostwriter.
The last human in the gum factory, William Rafter.
All of those were very spooky.
I fucked up by taking a sip of water.
Last time on Quested, our harrowing bandits were confronted with the manufactured Grey, otherwise known as Toother, standing over Sadie Green's incapacitated body. Standing between them was Standing between them was Vamir Morin, one of the game contestants. He managed to get Sadie out before Toother could do any lasting damage to her. Bowie charged headfirst with his newfound strength, only to find that Yurlara, the pink glasses man, was floating in the sky, shooting down blasts of energy from above. The team had to split up, Billy and Ben shooting at Yurlara, and Bowie, Luther, Sen, and SK on the ground attacking Toother. Ben put in some serious damage on Yurlara before Billy put a billet.
That's a Billy
That's
bullet.
a Billy bullet.
Bullet Bill, right between his eyes, while Bowie and Luther were cutting down the manufactured Grey. Luther ripped the manufactured Grey right down the middle and pulled out its heart and ate it.
Grr.
Kali Ma.
All right.
Roar.
We start, we are, and that's where we are now, except it's not where we are now. We are...
Where the fuck are we, baby? Where'd we go?
The wind rustled on the dirt. The wind rustled the dirt on the ranch, a breeze that only reminded Wyatt Dumais of his simple life he had at home. Frontier life promised adventure for some, but the lawman saw his chance at creating a life worth protecting. He only felt excitement at the thought of starting a family and pride for protecting the town they found themselves in. We're doing a little bit of a flashback to a time long before what's happening now. Clopping of hooves approached the restful homestead. The land surrounding was well taken care of, accompanied by a well-loved barn. Excited footsteps made their way across a wraparound porch that had known this run many times before. A young girl about 10 with curly brown hair, emerald eyes, and a golden shield-shaped locket. She leaps from the porch, knowing her salvation will catch her without fail every time. Wyatt used to tell his daughter that she was the reason why the sun would rise, and that the sun loved her so much it would even use the moon as a mirror to watch her in her dreams. Wyatt wanted nothing more than to take care of his family. As the fog of purgatory began to fill the lungs of the settlers, monsters became more and more apparent. Broken towns weren't as uncommon anymore, and Officer Wyatt Dumais was well aware of what might become of the town if he didn't do something about it. How do we think Wyatt feels in this unrest that has been brought about?
I feel like he sort of feels a, longing of duty. Almost like this is what he came out for. This is what he came to, the frontier for. To, protect people, to protect his home, to protect his people. So I think he has, a very strong sense of, duty right now. And I think he wouldn't admit it, but he was definitely scared for his family. Scared what might become of them if he didn't do something or act quick enough.
So how do you think, the day-to-day was? How was Wyatt with his family? Because it was just his wife and his daughter, right?
Yeah. I think he tried to have a brave face for his daughter, just to, make it so she, didn't worry about stuff. Tried to keep it, calm, at least in the household. But, with his wife, he definitely shared more of his worries and his concerns, and just his thoughts about everything.
Yeah, I definitely, I imagined that the way that your wife viewed you was she knew what you were going out to do, but she also put on a brave face for your daughter, despite, like, being worried. And then your daughter and your wife watch as, you're ready to leave to go find an answer to the bandits and the monsters that began to attack your town. And your daughter looks up at you with stars in her eyes, and she's like, "You're gonna come back, right?"
I want to take off my hat and put it on her head. And don't you worry, Tumbleweed. I'm gonna come back. Gonna come back home.
She pulls out her diary. It's the... How did you describe it again?
It's like a pink diary with like a unicorn on it, or like a flower.
She goes, "I wrote you a note in there just so that you could remember. I know you're gonna be gone for a couple days, and I don't want you to miss me too much." And she hands it to you, and
Keep this close by.
you flip through the first, like, it's like the first, like, 2 pages. She's got, like, she's young, so it's like shitty handwriting, but it's just adorable. And then your wife looks at you, she gives you a smile, and just kind of like, she comes over and gives you a hug, and she's like, "Be careful.
I will.
You got a little girl to come back to."
I got you to come back to, too.
And she gives you a kiss.
Kiss her back. I pull them all in for a hug.
Mm-hmm.
I think I make my way with the scientist.
Wide Dwayne makes his way from his family one last time. For the last time. And that's juxtapositioned the riding off into the sunset to Luther standing over the ripped apart carcass of the manufactured Gray as he roars into the sky. And how does this scene look?
Let me pull it up real quick. Oh, God. Distant flashes of thunder and lightning echo throughout the desert beyond the dome, carrying malevolent black clouds behind them. Luther stands atop Toother's corpse, his pale form spattered in sizzling blood, swallowing the remains of the monster's heart. Luther shakily begins to approach Bowie and Ben, reaching his hand out through blurred vision. Ben, Bowie, I don't feel right. Something's happening. Luther falls to his knees as the muscles beneath his flesh begin to writhe in anticipation, contorting his form. Suddenly, a torrential stream of thickened black blood erupts from Luther. Suddenly, a torrential stream of thick, blackened blood erupts from Luther's mouth, pooling beneath him. The inky pool spreads slowly as the air around Luther grows cold, now that the wind blows towards him. Luther lifts his head to meet Ben and Bowie's eyes, stretching his monstrous arm out again for their aid. The stitching along his arm snaps, his long, bony, clawed fingers slink out of his flesh, stretching his skin to reveal an ocean of distant eyes. A stream of darkened tears fall from his eye in fear. The storm has arrived. In an instant, a bolt of unholy clawed lightning strikes through the dome, piercing Luther's heart. A deafening explosion blows his allies off their feet, sending them 3 yards away as the blinding light begins to tear Luther apart. The sound of ringing is replaced by the sound of snapping tendons, breaking bones, and a deep guttural wailing, hauntingly different from his roars of animosity. Layer by layer, his body is stripped away, the stench of rot filling the air, his onyx horn groaning as it curls and stretches towards the sky. Fractures of jagged bones split through Luther's face, creating a sort of exoskeleton along his jaw. The shrieks of agony echo off the rubble, creating a chorus of suffering voices. The black hands reach and pull apart skin as swirling darkness surrounds Luther and a black hurricane that funnels deep into his stomach, making his form bubble and expand to sickening proportions, singeing his skin as the darkness sears itself upon his bones. A blast of wind blows from Luther as the lightning and darkness disappears into his chest, leaving behind a thick, pale fog. An outline of Luther's slumped form, visible within the fog, begins to rise.
God damn.
You see as the form begins to rise, it begins to stretch probably about 5 feet taller than what Luther used to be.
Dude was already like 8 feet tall, right?
Yeah, he's like 13 feet tall now.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck.
You see he now has what looks like a bull's horn, kind of, that like just stretches up off the side of his head as these massively heavy thuds, much different from before, begin to approach you guys. Luther comes out of the fog with this kind of like bony jaw that's like protruded out from underneath his skin to form like a craggy like bone line.
Oh, some doomsday.
Yeah, kinda. You see his skin is now like a darkened gray, just all the way across. There's new stitching along all of his body parts, all across his face. You see the cloak that he used to have is burned away at this point. And you can fully see like what was underneath. You see a long row of arms clasped together, replacing his ribs and like stomach area. There's at least like 50 pairs of arms that reach across and are sort of like act as like a different kind of rib cage for him. But Luther is just walking out now.
Horrifying.
You see,
Terrifying.
you see at Luther's feet, the book, the little diary with the unicorn on it, just sitting there, opened, and the first couple pages are ripped out.
I think you see Luther like reach down and like grab it, but like sort of like grab a lot of like the dirt with it and just like hold it to like his chest. That wasn't me.
No fucking way. No way you guys just did all that.
I feel different. Did something happen just now?
And we're all fucking on the ground. You look quite different, buddy. Jeez.
Oh shit.
Are you okay?
What did I do?
Is the storm still in the sky, or is that just a brief occurrence?
I imagine, yeah, the storm's still in the sky.
Yes.
Just like a swirling, like, dark cloud.
I
Mm-hmm.
just point up to it.
Yep.
Seem a little closer to you now?
The storm?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Ground seem a little farther away.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm like fully like... I ain't never seen nothing like that.
Could I do, like, a history check to try and remember, like, what happened?
Yeah, please.
Just to...
Well, you definitely like,
Oh, God, I got a nat 20.
Really?
Yeah. Holy
yeah.
shit.
So you your mind was like streamed, like as you went through the process, those memories came out from beneath the soil in the back of your mind, sprouting like flowers. They come back to you, and they seem like it's like you remember something, but you don't know why you remember it. You can think of the name, and you can like picture a little girl who feels familiar to you. It starts to swirl emotions inside of you.
Yeah, I think that starts to like make Luther like grab his head
Mm-hmm.
once he starts thinking about it, like just like full big hand on his head, like "Oh, I'm seeing stuff, bro.
What are you seeing?
There's a girl.
I'd like physically look around to see if there's a girl.
Nothing's changed around you.
There's no girl, Luther.
She's waiting for me somewhere.
Yeah, you've known Luther to be forgetful and
Yeah.
kind of like spacey. This is a lot different from what you from
He
what
seems
is
like-
normal for
Seems
him.
like focused for once.
Yeah, like he's focusing on something.
Someone you saw?
Someone I left behind.
Do you know where?
No. I don't remember, I don't think. I look at the book. I feel like that brings some of it back. She gave me this, I think.
Maya?
Mm-hmm.
And I look at it and see the first couple pages torn out. When did these pages get torn out?
Could I try and do a history check on that?
Yeah, of course.
Ooh. Come on. 14.
14. You haven't thought about this in a long time, but you can picture yourself as you're trying to like pull yourself closer to the memories. You feel far more of like in tune with your mind for once, and you can see yourself on an operating table, and you can hear kind of like a muffled voice. It sounds like it's coming from a different room, but you're lying there and it's in front of you. You see a man with an older man with a beard, a scar on his forehead, and he has the book in front of you, and he says, "I don't think you're going to be needing this. In fact, I think it would be more helpful to distance you." And he rips out the first couple pages.
Am I Luther at this point, or am I Wyatt?
You're Wyatt.
Hey, no, you don't play around with my stuff, sir. Put that back.
We have a deal. A contract, remember?
Yo, my personal belongings ain't a part of that deal.
I guess we'll have to put you back under, because you seem to be fighting a little bit more than I'd like you to. And he comes over and sticks a syringe in your neck, and you feel yourself like trying to fight him off, but you go under.
Someone took it from me. I think someone took it from someone.
How long have you had this book?
Since I can remember, I suppose.
So the first couple pages might tell you who this belongs to.
Yeah, I think.
Think those pages are still out there?
Man with a scar on his head took him.
Doesn't exactly narrow it down now, does it?
No. Not very much.
Well, when we get out of this, maybe we can go find him.
Yeah. I want to find him. I want to remember this.
You deserve to.
Yeah.
Just keep thinking about it.
I'll keep thinking about it.
Scared me for a second.
Yeah, I feel kind of shaken right now.
You got a lot of... And I point at the hands that are your ribs.
Oh, yeah.
Got some
That's why I
fellas in
wear
there.
a cloak for that.
Oh, that's been around? That's existed?
Yeah, I've had this for a while.
You didn't tell me you had a couple fellas in there.
Yeah, it's kind of gross. So I don't really show people that much.
I think I would have been less grossed out by it if I've seen it beforehand, but I'm sorry for
Right, yeah.
making you feel perceived. Am I right? I hand you the book back.
Yeah.
You have to literally picture.
The 2 fingers grabbing the book.
Is everyone okay? Did I
Ben?
hurt anybody?
I'm okay.
Ben?
I'm alright, buddy. I am very weak, though, in all seriousness.
You're so low.
What are you on?
8.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god! Wait, can I do something?
Yeah, you guys are in the wreckage of the battlefield. Toother's carcass lies on the ground, back at the eye of the storm, and you see in the distance, Vamir standing with Sadie, and your Lara's body is off.
Oh, we have to double tap that motherfucker.
Yeah, we do. Stab him again.
First I'm gonna use my full pool for lay on hands and give you 30 HP. Just gonna place
Does anyone have a pencil I could use?
that is the communal pencil.
I have one.
Oh shit! Wait, we have matching copies.
Yes,
Two
sir.
communal
Oh
pens.
my goodness. Can I look at Sadie?
You want to walk over to Sadie?
Kinda.
Okay. You go over to Sadie's body. Vamir's like holding her. He set her down. She appears to be unnaturally lying in a bed of flowers. Seems weirdly contrasted with the grayscale look of everything else. Like just the monotone look that the pollution gives to the wasteland. She seems to be in a bed of color. And you can see that this color is also underneath your Lara's body.
Yeah, double tap that motherfucker, please.
Could I walk over to your Lara?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna eat him.
As you walk over and you pick his body up, you see his eyes, like his eyelids, just lift open, and underneath, like his glasses have come off his face. You notice that his form has shifted. He looked human before, but his body appears to turn into something that looks more akin to a satyr. And he had, when he opens his eyes, they look like stark yellow. And then they fade to, like the color fades from them. They turn brown. And then they just go gray from like him dying.
Okay.
And then you start to crunch his bone.
Head first. Then yeah. I won't give you the details, but I eat them.
Yeah, you see the color as you eat him wither away from the flowers, but they only seem to grow brighter around Sadie's body.
Could I discern what this is somehow? If I use like my divine sense or something?
Yeah. What does your divine sense do? What is the description?
No, I can just detect celestial, fiend, or undead. That's not gonna help anything. Could I just try to like?
You could do like a religion check.
Yeah. I'm gonna give myself guidance. Oh boy, it's a hot 10.
It doesn't take much of you trying to like perceive what this is. You feel an overwhelmingly dark presence from her. It is akin to like your divine sense is going off. You just can't tell what it is. It's not giving you like a distinct flavor of like the energy of where it's coming from. It feels foreign and it feels very, very scary.
Does it feel like the energy that I reached out to?
So as you say that, Ben, make a wisdom saving throw for me.
You get +3 to that because you're by me. Aura of protection.
Nice.
Oh, nat 20.
Nice. You
Good
feel you feel like something trying to pierce your mind. Roll a history check for me. I'll let you roll with advantage because you got the nat 20.
Let's go. Ooh.
Oh my god.
20.
20?
Mm-hmm.
You see yourself long ago. You are traveling underneath the earth, beneath a mountain. You're with the 4 adventurers that you saw yourself with when you guys were in the Eastgard Mountains. You look over and you see Isabella, the Phantom Lord's face, walking with you. Also, as you're walking, you see a bearded man with a scar across his forehead. And as you guys, you're like flashing through your memories, and you guys find something that crashed beneath this mountain. You recognize it in name only. It's called the Tablet of the Gods. And you feel like you're remembering. This feels very similar to when you've had flashes of your memories before. But as you touch the tablet in your memory, you feel something that has never been there before, and you turn around in curiosity, and Bowie is standing there. And you are, like, remembering this at the same time as he is, but this is not something that you have ever experienced.
Oh, shit.
And you feel that there's a connection between the two of you for some reason.
Do I feel like I was... Okay, sorry. Very confused. Does it feel like it is my memory, or does
Nope.
it feel... Okay.
You feel like you are, for some reason, experiencing Ben's memory.
Oh.
This is not something... It's not like...
It's not like I was there, but it's like I'm seeing someone...
Yeah, you,
who was
like,
there.
he started to remember it, and for some reason, you started to, like... You were...
bleed into his
Yeah,
memory.
it bled into you, or you bled into it.
Yikes.
And for some reason, there is a connection between the two of you that has not been there before.
I think in the present, I, like, look at you, like, concerned.
Yeah, you look at Bowie. You are now, like, back to this environment. You see him staring at you, and there's, like, a knowing glance between the two of you.
I saw the man with the scar. And what was her title when we saw Isabella last time?
She was a Phantom Lord, I
The Phantom
believe.
Lord, yeah.
yeah.
I saw the Phantom Lord.
Yeah, me too. That's the second time I've seen her
You know
in
her?
a memory. But that's the first time I've seen the man with the scar that I remember.
Luther was talking about the man with the scar.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't there. How am I seeing this?
I don't even know how I'm seeing it, so.
What does that help? Does that help us discern Sadie's thing?
So you notice a swirl of pollution around you and Ben, and then Sadie opens her eyes, and they are the same yellow as your Lara's eyes.
What the fuck is going on?
Oh no.
And she stands up, and she's just kind of like looking at herself as if she just learned something for the first time. And she looks up at you, and then she starts laughing. And she looks up, and she shakes her head, and she's like, I feel like I can finally see for the first time. It's, it feels like it all makes sense. It's so stupid. What happened while I was out?
What happened to you while you were out?
I can feel it. I can feel my connection to the color.
You
And
don't
I
want
can
that.
feel your connection to the pollution.
You don't deserve that.
You always think you know what's best.
Hmm.
I feel like I understand now, and I always thought we were looking at each other from opposite sides of the abyss. I never thought that I was in it with you. I always thought I was going to dive head in and help you out, but it turns out it was just a trick. I was in the abyss the whole time with you, just staring at you from across it. And it's so funny because it's just our connections, the way that we find ourselves now, that they're opposites. Me connected to some life-giving being, and you connected to the filth from beneath the ground.
Sounds about right to me.
You sense this overwhelming, like almost like gravitational pressure in the air around you, and it begins to rain like a heavy downpour as the clouds open up, and you see the moon in the sky has turned blood red.
What the fuck is going on?
You also notice, walk up next to you, Sen, who looks like he is just like peering up to the moon, and he is not himself.
Oh.
And you see the wristband, like the bracer on his arm, it's dissolved, and he's not in the game anymore. If you were to pull up the
Sen's not up
screen,
there on the
his name
scoreboard?
isn't on it anymore.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna pull out my sword.
Okay.
Stand back.
You
To Sen.
to Sen.
Stand back.
He's not listening at all.
Sen.
Silent.
Can I look around for SK?
SK and Billy are there.
Okay.
And they're both, like, also watching this happen, and you could see them, like, with their hands on their weapons.
Yeah, can I do like a perception check or something to see if Sen is like about to get hostile? Like see if he's
Do an
somewhat threatening.
do an insight check for me.
Ooh.
Fucking good rolls today, bud.
Juicy.
23, 24.
He doesn't look like he is becoming hostile, but the way that you see because you have because you're blind and you
Mm.
see through like dark sight or dark vision. The way that you notice curses, you see an overwhelming color, like just a swirl of like rainbow around Sadie, and it looks as if there is that same like colorful energy around Sen's body. You know, you can pick up from what you remember, like you and Sen kind of went through a similar thing, but his was offset by the color.
Yeah, he was like absorbed by it, right?
Yeah. And then yours was changed by the mushrooms from the ground,
Oh,
and the
yeah.
pollution.
Yeah.
Whereas
Right.
before you might have been questioning it, but now it's like it is set in, like you have a connection to whatever created the pollution.
And I fully believe it now that Sadie said it.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna stupidly turn towards Sen with the broken sword and leave my back exposed to Sadie.
She looks over and you see tears stream from her face. And she says, "Now what did he do to hurt you?
Nothing yet.
You always assume the worst in people, don't you?
Yeah,
You're always betting at other people's expenses."
thought that's what kept me grounded.
You want to keep yourself grounded at the cost of others?
Sadie, that's long since passed. I'm done keeping myself grounded.
People are still paying off your debts. And they always will be. You see, you are suddenly surrounded by 12 people in cloaks
Bit excessive.
of different colors. You
So
hear...
excessive.
You,
He's just like backseat DMing. So, 12?
Wow.
I could have done 6, okay?
you hear them say to you, they're like, "Get back." And then they like... they're like sending spell to someone else, and they say a curse weaver has emerged. They were like, "We'll take down the barrier and stop the calcination."
Huh?
And then Faustus, you can hear his voice. He appears in the sky, and he's like, "Congratulations to our living contestants. We are going to end the game a little bit early, but we feel as though seeing one of the Project Omen specimens go through a revision was a wonderful end to this year's calcination. So we will be ending, bringing down the barrier a little bit earlier." And he comes on your guys' intercoms, and he goes, "Now, would you guys like to take a seat while we handle the closing down of the games?" And you see on your bracer, it starts to like beep up, and you guys are teleported.
I was gonna talk to Sadie!
You guys are sent to a room where you can watch the area that you just were at, and you see the 12 scholars like spread out, and they start doing a ritual to bring the barrier down. And as soon as the barrier breaks, the Patchwork Cowboy and Zagreus show up together next to Sadie.
What the fuck?
And he looks over at Sadie and he goes, "I can help you understand this if you just come with us."
Crazy.
Jesus Christ. I knew this was gonna fucking happen, you bastard.
And one of the 12 scholars like teleports in and goes to stab Zagreus, and you see Wendell Kraft, the man from the tree, step in. He grabs the blade, and you see just black blood pouring from his hand, and with his other hand he begins to unsheath a sword, and as he does, he says, "Ignite." dark star, and you see it just fill with black light, and then the cameras turn off.
Brody.
I've got chills. My
Fuck.
my hair is standing completely, like literally goosebumps. Touch me.
Ooh.
Your hands are so warm. It actually.
And you guys
Oh,
are
sorry. Remind me of Zagreus? He's the
Zagreus.
guy who took down the veil. He was like the main. He was the leader, right?
Zagreus is the man who killed Isabella.
He's the handsome guy, right?
Yeah, he's the leader
They're all
of the.
fucking handsome, dude.
Yeah, they're all hot or
True,
like
true.
fucking terrifying. That's
hmm
two shades of terrifying.
True.
Wendell Craft is not. His entire he looks like he might have been handsome once. He has like long black hair. He's wearing like it looks like a raven's cloak, but the one half of his face is like severely disfigured. Like his mouth looks pulled back. He has like his skin is like jagged, and his one eye is like it's like Zuko's eye where it's like squinted shut, but it just looks like he has a large scar on the side of his face.
Damn. Boy got sent through the meat grinder,
For real.
just like us.
Facts.
We just fucking. I still am like, what the fuck happened? Like, that was so quick.
I know. They used to call me the meat grinder.
Still do. Just depends on what circle you're around.
Facts. So where are we now? Where'd we get teleported to?
He basically like didn't really debrief you about what was happening, Faustus, but after you guys won, you don't know where you are, but he teleported you into like one of the rooms inside of the auction house.
Motherfucker.
God.
Because you guys
This
are
effer.
the winners of the event, the living winners.
Did everyone else like teleport with us?
Sen is not here. SK and Billy are.
Thank God.
What about Werewolf Laser Man?
He's not here.
Oh shit.
Vamir?
Yeah. Vamir Morin.
Vamir and Nino, they're not in the same place as you guys.
Mm.
But they
Fuck.
were. You saw Vamir was teleported.
Okay. Damn, we're in special holding right now.
Is there like, so what does this room look like?
It's just like it's a normal room. There's not really anything in it. It's just like the four walls. You can see like TVs on the one wall, and then there's like a door behind you, and there's just like benches in here to sit on.
I'm gonna start pounding on the door.
You probably,
Can I try and break it down?
yeah, you could break it down.
Do I have to roll?
No, you bust the door down. It was unlocked.
Sick. That was a sturdy lock. I'm glad I got through it.
You see, you walk into this room. It is, the walls are all white. The floor is red tile. And then you see there's a door to the other side of you, like a golden chandelier in the middle of the room. And there's on the other side of the room, there's a seat that's just made out of like a bunch of like satin pillows, and sitting on it is a man in he looks like he's wearing like the training pants, like the martial arts pants. He has just like a black shirt on with like a V cut on it. He's wearing like a moon necklace. He has very dark skin. He has long, thick, black, like curly hair, and then he just has like a bunch of white strands in the front that fall over his face, and he has what looks like he has like very like sharp eyes, and they are just now I know I described Sadie as having yellow eyes. He has yellow eyes, but they're like a darker color.
More
No
amber.
connection.
Yeah.
He just happens to have
Okay.
them.
Okay.
He looks like an older version of SK. And you see SK immediately bows with his head, like his forehead, to the floor. And he goes, "Master."
Is this my boyfriend's dad? I'm meeting the parents today.
Do you say that?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Guess I'm meeting the parents today.
And then you see the man just kind of like look down on SK, and you can feel an overwhelming presence from him. Everyone make a wisdom saving throw.
+3 to everybody.
Ooh. Oh god. I still have -5.
18.
Well over 20. It's like 23, I think.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
Oh no.
-5.
Did you get 23?
23 exactly.
All right.
Yeah. Guess I'm not as bad as math.
I got 10.
10?
Yeah.
18? You two fail.
Huh?
Both of you.
Everybody added 3 to that, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Would not make a difference. Both of you dropped here, like, you, like, bend the knee. And
Yeah.
then you just stand there. And, like, you don't bend the knee, but,
I don't
like,
have a hat anymore.
yeah. You do feel, like, a sense of, like, you just passed.
Damn. I will pull my visor down to
Mhm.
expose my face and give a light bow.
Mm-hmm.
Pleasure to meet you.
You see SK is not in the room. Like, he's in the room.
But-
He's mentally not in the room with you guys anymore. Like, you might as well not be here. Like, they start, when he referred to him as master, he said it in a language that you're not familiar with.
Oh.
And then, he looks down and he calls SK by a name you've never heard before. It's in a language you don't know.
What's it sound like? What's the name?
Use your imagination.
What's the name?
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like that.
I'm gonna start calling him a nickname on that. That's why I'm asking.
Well, he's definitely. It's not like he's not using a name to
It's like a
refer to
title
him.
or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
gotcha.
His nickname should be Parcel Tongue. Call him PT. SK and PT.
Just abbreviation names.
But he looks down and he's like, "You have nothing to worry about. I am excited to meet your friends.
Name's Beaumont Green.
I specifically requested to greet you whenever you showed up."
If I might say, just to clear the tension, he fought well.
Hmm?
He fought well, and I pointed at SK.
Oh, I
better
know.
than-
I watched.
So then you know,
Oh, I'm aware.
quite competent.
Yes, I trained him myself. He better be.
No, I would call him SK.
Oh, please do enlighten me.
It's because we tied him up, and then he slipped a knot. And slip knot, the first letters of those words are S and K.
Slipknot. It's a very cool nickname.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Before I forget, I was trying to make a Slipknot joke and I couldn't think of the. Let's continue. I couldn't
Before I
let stick the
forget.
landing.
Never mind.
Before I forget, never mind.
I wanted to congratulate all of you on your win and get a chance to meet my son's friends.
He said son. He said son. Well, what do you think? What did you think, seeing us?
I'm picking my nose. Echoing farts throughout the chamber.
Let me do a quick revision. What did you think, and what do you think?
Well, I'm quite impressed, actually.
Thank
You must be quite the group to get my son to go against the order.
Our condolences about that particular endeavor. I never thought that it was permanent. I think it was more of a matter of survival.
Well, we teach our students that should they be caught, they take their life.
Maybe he found something worth living for. And I give him like a knowing look.
He he looks down at SK. He just kind of like breezes over what you said.
Fucking dad shit.
And he looks down at SK, and SK is like, "I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. You could take my head now." And he goes, "Son, it's fine. Get up." And SK like just kind of like hesitates, and then he lifts his head, and
Hand on the sword.
he sees his dad smiling at him. But like, as a like leader of an order of assassins, like it's a very like snaky smile. I thought that the lot of you might have some questions for me, given the circumstances you just went through. Sorry, I am, let me introduce myself. I am SK's father. I am the leader of the Order of Assassins that work for the church. Hold on, I wrote down their name. What is this? Get out of here. They are called the Sicarii.
Oh. Sakari, that's hard as shit. How do you spell that?
Sicarii.
That's fucking sick.
Mm-hmm.
Who put a bounty on us? Can you name them and tell us their address?
We are no longer in contract to kill you as we once were, so it was Baron Julius.
Oh, okay. Who's Baron Julius?
Orange Julius. I don't know.
Orange Julius.
I don't remember. He doesn't ring a bell in my little alarm in my brain.
After you proved yourselves worthy in the calcination, he decided, well, all of the barons decided that it would be better for there not to be a bounty out for your heads.
Corleone also made that decision.
It was a group decision.
Noted. I have quite the abundance of questions to the point where I don't know where to start.
Yes, we were not expecting there to be a specimen of the Omen Project involved.
We'll start there. What is the Omen Project?
Would you like to give a little bit of an explanation on that? Or do you want me
William?
to? Yes, William.
Would you rather do it, or?
I feel like I could definitely do it. I just feel like you have more of a remembering of it.
Yeah. So the Omen Project is, it was something done by the workshop, right?
Mm-hmm.
A series of scientists in the workshop began to, in an effort to try and keep up with curses that people would just take naturally from, like, phantasmal forces in the West. They tried to do it through science. They tried to explore the beyond through science, through people. And they started an Omen program where they would take in subjects, promising them curses to protect them from the pollution of the West. And more often than not, they wouldn't hold up their end of the bargain, or they would create sort of faulty deals where it would sort of be like, once we're done, we'll send you back.
It's like,
But
but you're a
they're
fucking
never done.
creature now.
Yeah, you're not done with creation yet. So the scientists of the workshop began gathering people and creating these like monstrosities like Luther and Tuther. and they began to find out that once these omens interacted with each other, it would create sort of a animosity between them, causing them to innately try to kill each other to see who was stronger.
Yeah.
And whoever was stronger got to eat the other one, revising them
Oh my god.
and making them stronger. And the scientists of the workshop are seeking the omen to end all omens, pretty much.
Think I met him. So SK's Papa says this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder who that is.
I don't know how exactly to tell you this, buddy, but I think it's you. Thank you. I think you're the one from the Omen Project they're talking about.
Oh. Is that bad?
Depends on how you look at it for yourself, I suppose.
They sounded bad.
Does it feel bad?
Kinda.
Might be a little bad then.
Yeah, it feels a little bad.
Might be a little good too, though. Might be the strongest one.
That's true. What happens if I'm the strongest one, mister?
Well, technically, that falls under the jurisdiction of the workshop. However, they are located in the Eastern Empire, and their reach here is not it's not strong enough as of yet. So I would imagine that it would cause sort of a potentially more of an open political battle between the barons. Because as of right now, Julius, the one, Baron Julius, I can't think of his fucking last name. Baron Julius is, his brother was one of the founders of the Omen Project, and he has been seeking to recreate. So he might make drastic moves in order to acquire you.
Does he have a scar on his head?
Who? Julius?
His brother.
Yes, I believe he was known to have a scar on his forehead.
Still kicks it to this day?
No.
He did?
He's been gone for quite some time. No one's sure what happened to him.
Disappeared, but not presumed dead.
Presumed dead. It's been well over 50 years.
Look at Ben. Things have a habit of outlasting. Where are we?
We are currently in the we are in the under parts of the auction hall for the Nightmare auction.
Interesting. Where would someone go if they want a little peace of mind, a little quiet, away from prying eyes?
This is about as good as it gets. It is difficult to find peace among monsters.
I like give like a knowing nod that like I pick up on what he's saying. Well, I have so many questions. I don't know where to start. I don't know. So we know that scientist boy is just presumed missing. So you didn't kill him probably. And he's probably gonna try to find you.
They think he's dead.
They think he's dead, but Julius wants to acquire Luther then?
Yes. Well, if Luther continues to do what he's doing, he might, especially after the Toother fight, he might have an interest in him.
Fuck. I wish I was a wizard. I'd just cast Reduce on you while we're here.
Yeah. God.
You do know, however, there is, before you
Yeah.
finish that thought, there is a like underground, like everyone kind of has like an understanding that even though the barons are all like they're all owners of the same business, there is like shadow fighting between them where it's like publicly they can't make any big moves against each other because it would cause like it would basically just fuck up everything they're trying to do right now. So they do like seedy shit in the background to try and make like power plays against each other.
Yeah.
So you think that might have been what was going on with the scroll between Corleone and Julius? Because you guys got hired by Corleone to retrieve the scroll from people who were hired by Julius, and then assassins were sent to kill you by Julius. So this is all like the seedy background shit that's going on. If anyone made a move to go after Luther once he became like prominent enough, it would be like politically very bad.
Because they all want me, pretty much.
You don't know if they all want you, but you made like quite a show during the calcination, which I'll let you say what you what you were gonna say before I elaborate.
Okay. I like the elaboration.
SK's father brings up that the church has a bit of a fascination with alchemy. If you haven't noticed, the calcination is meant to be the first part in the purification of the prima materia in order to create something a little bit more powerful.
I don't believe that this is voluntary, i.e. we were teleported, but I don't really not really itching to be a part of no ritual.
Well, I hate to inform you, but you are already in the process of being a part of one.
Well, shit. Do I get the idea, Mikey / Bowie? Because I know I'm from the East.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was in Ben's head,
Mm-hmm.
who did I get the idea that he was like? Did I get any like flags of like he's working with the workshop or the church or?
Who?
When Ben was with Isabella and Julius's brother.
Well, you did have like kind of a flow of Ben's memories. Ben has not talked about it.
Yeah.
So you could ask him because he's
I don't
had
wanna
like
ask him in front of Daddy. That's why I was asking about like a low key place because I was like I want to talk about this shit.
Yeah.
Well,
but I want to be like, hey, this is this fucking 700-year-old guy who actually worked for this place.
I'm like, I know that dude with the skull.
Yeah, it's like because that could be a huge play for us if we play it like we don't know.
Well, Ben won't bring any of this up if he thinks there's anyone listening at all because he doesn't know if it's a threat or not. What is happening with him? He doesn't know like anything that's going on.
Yeah, it's like all new. I mean, he forgot.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you do get kind of the idea, like, if you're doing the mental math in your head, you can infer what you will by me saying this, but, like, you know that the Omen Project was a workshop thing.
Mm-hmm.
You saw Ben with the doctor, who presumably started the Omen Project.
With the workshop?
With the workshop, who was with Ben.
Mm.
So you can circle around that as much as you want to.
How much do the Barons play into the workshop?
Play into?
Yeah. What's the working relationship like between them?
They, well, like I said, Julius is the brother of the founder, one of the members of the workshop. Not the founder of the workshop,
no, but founder of Project Omen.
Yeah.
Or Omen Project.
Yeah. Not really. Julius was never,
Sorry I'm asking you 20 questions. It's just I'd like to know what I'd walk
This is what I'm here for. I was excited to have this conversation with you.
Beautiful. I mean, flowing conversationalist, much like your son.
Thank you. They do not directly work with the workshop. However, that's not to say that they don't have the workshop doesn't have some influence on. In fact, they have quite the heavy influence on what's going on over here. They were the ones that were first interested in the meteors that came down that opened up the West. They kind of pioneered this land before the Iron Alliance got involved. But then once the Iron Alliance got involved, politically, the workshop couldn't really... their hands were tied, so anything that they did was secondary.
Interesting. I feel like I have like 80 more, but I'm trying to speed it along. Fuck. What? Know any ins with Miss Corleone?
You want an in with one of the barons?
I've been applying some... I've been working out my references and my resume for Miss Corleone for quite some time.
I think that's a natural development on your part, then.
Just wondering if there was any interests she had, hobbies, food preferences. I mean, I know what she likes to eat. But I mean, any little tidbits or facts that I could use via conversation, perhaps, if that perchance.
As you continue to
happens.
speak, you feel very, very, very perceived by him. It's like almost being...
Keep your eyes to yourself, pervert. No, I'm not gonna
it's
say
like being watched by like a tiger or something. I'd say you're her type.
What if I don't swing that way?
You're the one who asked.
Oh, I mean, hoping to get a business relationship cooking.
He just kind of smirks.
Unless you perhaps are in need of some service.
Oh, no. I don't think you're cut out for my business.
Didn't think you needed it anyways. Fuck. So... I really want to talk to you guys.
You guys have juice in here?
Oh, yeah, and you see him reach back to like a mini fridge. And he pulls out a thing of juice and he tosses it to you.
No fucking way. For the audio listeners.
Yeah, very visual bit I'm doing right now.
Papa SK threw it and he caught it in a little pinch.
Yeah.
Everything is very tiny for Luther right
Luther catches the tiny juice box in his fingers. Someone open the straw for me.
I grab it for him and it's like regular size again in my hand.
Yeah, it's like a carton.
Got the plastic fucking on the straw.
Thank you.
Crazy.
It's done.
One sip and it's gone.
Yeah.
Shit.
Gave me cranberry juice. I don't like cranberry juice.
I think it was the gesture that he was trying to make count.
I was hoping for like apple juice.
It might be
Or mango apple.
You see him watch you as he sips apple juice.
Look, he's got apple juice.
He's slurping that thing. What the fuck is
Yeah,
going
he's
on?
really thirsty.
Yeah. Working up a thirst.
I think he farted.
Who shit your pants?
I think he just shit my pants. I think he shit in my pants when I wasn't looking.
That's fucking wild. I think he shit in my pants.
Surprised you're asking so many questions about the barons. I thought you'd be curious about your sister.
I didn't know she was on the table to ask questions about, mister.
Well, I mean, when a curse weaver appears, it's hard not to know about it.
What's that?
Someone who has the ability to create and manipulate curses.
Are the curse collectors curse weavers?
We don't,
And are they a direct threat to not only your operation in the churches, but the Baron's operation.
The leader of the curse collectors, he's not a curse weaver. In fact, he's similar to one, but he's almost kind of the opposite of one. He is a curse exorcist.
Interesting.
But, there is stories that have run down the lines of assassins that once every 1,000 years there is a curse exorcist who could be a curse eater. Someone who takes curses from other people and consumes them for themselves.
That could be good, right? That could be good for...
It typically has not been in the past.
But let's say, for example, your sister... This is your sister, not mine, but your sister...
For example.
Stupidly follows you west because you didn't tell her enough information. Not that you would do that, or me. Didn't tell her enough, divulge enough information about yourself and your curse. So you just disappear to the west. She stupidly follows you and takes on the worst curses known to man to get to you, to only find out that you weren't looking for help. And let's say your sister just meets this Zagreus or whatever, this curse eater. Couldn't he absolve her of the pain that she inflicted upon herself to come find me?
I fear...
that person, you.
I fear that when one becomes host to what I suspect your sister has become host to, that's not really an option. When one becomes a vessel for the mother of curses or the mother of monsters, that's not necessarily something that one is can be absolved of. See, there are beings that aren't really known about to the general public, beings that exist beyond the veil, beyond the far reaches of our realm.
There are things beyond the veil, other than gods.
There might not even be gods beyond the veil, should these things truly exist, and I can promise you that they do. And when one of these things sets their eyes on a vessel or a doorway into our world, and that's not an easy thing to do. One would have to just burn away the curtain to the spirit realm to do such a thing. And if, say, my sister, not yours.
Yeah, not mine, not yours either.
Probably not
We're
mine.
hypothetical.
Hypothetically, if someone like that laid their eyes on someone's hypothetical sister, they would pretty much be on a journey to becoming something far greater than someone who could exercise curses would be able to handle.
So it sounds like the curse collectors have a problem of their own now.
I think from their perspective, it's more of a solution than a problem.
Hypothetically, again, just for someone who wouldn't understand, not me, what problem are they solving by making someone a vessel like that?
The curse collectors, I believe, have their eyes set on not only hurting the barons, but most of the West. See, the barons like to collect unwilling participants and imbue curses on them, much against their will. There was and there's unfortunately a group of, well, let's just say lower class individuals who don't really have much to their name, or even names at all, who lived near the mountain where the meteors came down. When the Barons came in and there was no one to stop them, they took said people and started inflicting curses on them.
I think I let the brief performance of being coy drop,
Mm-hmm.
and you see a flash of rage in my eyes, directed at the band.
Yeah. I suspect that Zagreus and his group were children when this happened, and they were offered up by their group as tributes to the Barons, as payment. So, I would have to surmise that if I was a child who went through such horrifying experiments, I would like to get payback to an entire society of people who not only sold me out, but watched with glee as I was taken advantage of. So I believe Zagreus is going to take his anger out on all of the West by doing what was done to him, creating the worst curse that the West has seen. And unfortunately, it seems like your sister has fallen into those plans.
Fucking hell. Well, hell might not exist. So that's kind of cool.
Hell exists, Bowie.
Oh my god. Okay.
I whisper in your ear.
That's so hard.
I had to crawl out of there.
Hand on your... I can't even reach anywhere near you.
Yeah.
Hand
One
on
of
your...
the rib hands reaches
Oh,
out,
yeah.
grabs you.
We clasp fingers.
You hold hands.
Yeah.
Ew.
I see you. And I hear you.
There's little squirmy whispers from inside my stomach.
Okay, alright. Did as long as I could. Oh, not the slurpy noises.
God.
I have so many things I would like to say, but I feel like that I'm gonna be very open, meta-wise. I feel like they're scrying on everything we're doing. They're listening to every little thing. Mikey Malakowski and Bowie, obviously. I want to kill the Barons. I'm like, fuck yeah. Curse collectors, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, maybe pump the brakes at screwing up the whole place.
They had me until they were like, so because all that happened to us, we're gonna kill everyone.
Yeah, it's like I'm not there on that. I'm there for
Yeah.
kill the Barons, because that's I don't know if I've said this on the show yet. The plan has shifted. I hinted at it last episode, I think.
Mm-hmm. I think you almost explicitly said it.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I was very close, but I was trying to be careful because I knew they were listening. But I want to kill the Barons, every last stinking one of them.
May as well.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, despite their not so great idea, the curse collectors are just victims that are lashing out because
And
they
I'm
are.
like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, because they're
Let's kill
victims.
these-
Yeah,
let's
they're
kill
victims
the
of abuse who are basically just fuck these people, fuck this place.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
they had community who sold them out, and now they are just basically fully gone. No justification to it whatsoever.
No,
Not,
but I mean, I'm
They've
bored
done
for killing
away
the
with
Barons.
the humanity.
yeah, basically.
And now my sister's involved, which fucking sucks.
Well, now they currently only care about the people that are close to them.
Yeah.
Because you see, they have a friendly,
I know that.
friendly banter with each other.
Hot Dad literally just said they're gonna beef your sister out and
Yeah.
make her the
Well,
ultimate vessel
yeah,
to
she
kill
just
everybody.
happens to be a victim of circumstance. He explains to you that when it comes to becoming a vessel, it's not just it's not an accident. It's not just an accident of fate. It is
What is that?
she she just so happens to be like, because of all the stuff that you like, she chased after you and quickly caught on. She just has an inherent talent,
Yeah.
something that like you two might share. So she has become kind of like the
I know she's like a bit like the scariest vampire hunter in this side of the Mississippi, right?
yeah, basically. But yeah, she picks up quick, and she just happens to be like, it's not like any random Joe Schmo with a curse can become a vessel.
Oh
Like,
no, I know she's like I'm just like they're gonna exploit that, and that is scary.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Damn.
I want to ask about your shit. I want to talk about the Barons and killing them, but I don't know how to do that.
You
I want to get a read on this guy to see if he is chill.
Make an insighty.
That's true. Can I insight check Daddy?
Yeah.
Christ, man.
Criminate.
That's so depressing. 11.
I'm gonna do something not very games ruly, but more of like an offering, a dark offering.
Okay, I like that.
You can insight with like forego the roll. However, he will see back. He is a proficient reader of people and from his presence mystical in nature. So you can peer, but you will be seen. Stare into the abyss, and it stares back.
The ultimate test for meeting someone's parents. He's really about to see that I'm not worthy. You can't date my son. Fuck it.
Okay.
Let's let it rip.
What are you trying to perceive?
I'm trying to discern where he leans, on the Barons and the whole basically the whole thing that they've got going on.
He is he's a professional assassin. He is employed by the church. He's a confessor.
That's so cool.
Basically the way SK kind of laid it out for you guys a little bit before he was able to talk about it. The confessors for the church are sin eaters, like a metaphor of what they are. Like they go around and they assassinate enemies of the church. He's not necessarily in line with their views, but he is a professional killer, so it's not really his job to be in line with them. He seems, the vibe that you're getting, his candidness with you, his willingness to be open and literally just feed you information, he seems like he's a cool guy, is so long as you're not at the other end of his blade.
Yeah, I was just trying to see, etch out if he has the same kind of humanity that SK has, and if it's antithetical to, this crazy shit the Barons are doing.
Yeah, he's not devoid of humanity. Because
I know he was talking about the curse collectors for a minute there, and I was when he was saying, he empathizes with, what they're doing, I'm like, how much?
Yeah.
like us? Or,
he definitely has his own views. I think professionally he's willing to separate himself, but he is... just imagine if the church hired the devil to work for them. That's him.
Cool, so I don't trust this guy.
But he's he's an outlier of where everyone falls politically in this, because at the end of the day, he holds true to his values. He's not necessarily a good person in the way that you're looking for the definition of it.
Yeah,
but
I'm more looking for in this specific point.
Why would he be giving you all of this information?
True. I was just wondering if he was supposed to. You know what I mean? It was a thing of tell
being
him what
fed
they
to.
Yeah.
You don't get the sense that he he is politically powerful enough to where he is not spied on. He is the spy master. He is the man. The fact that he asked to greet you, it definitely is big that SK was a part of your group, and that's probably a huge driving force, because he was trying to suss out why his son was with these people. but also like he just watched everything that took place and might see value in your group because politically the threat that you guys pose to the current system is very large.
I like that.
And even if you guys aren't being like fully forthcoming with your side of information, it's not hard for him to piece stuff together.
All right, I let him see me then.
Yeah.
For like all that I am.
You feel as though eyes peer into you and unmask things that you were unaware of.
Oh, yikes.
Uh,
Dude's a crazy therapist.
he just kind of looks at you and he goes, "How much do you know about the filth? Or the pollution?"
Quite frankly, sir, I thought the color and the pollution were the same thing for a hot minute.
They are not. They are far different. The color is connected to the goddess of fertility, the bringer of the blood moon. The pollution is the breath of the filth,
Everything.
the thing that lies beneath the earth.
And what lies beneath the earth?
The filth is... Scholars refer to it as Abath.
Why did this... I'm going to avoid saying the name just in case it conjures anything. Why did this filth reach out to me and protect me when I asked it to?
Because you prayed to it.
Such flimsy things, huh? Interesting.
Your prayers did not fall upon deaf ears. They fell into prying hands, waiting.
And this filth is malevolent?
It is uncaring
Removed?
of how you feel. Removed is a very good word.
See,
It is indifferent to your beliefs or your morals.
we can drop whatever conversational facade we were taking place in. You saw me. And I know you know this is true, what I'm about to say. When I thought I was going to die, I was trying to reach out to something beautiful, something full of life. I was trying to reach out to what my sister, I'm guessing, reached out to successfully.
Oh, what she reached out to is not... It is not caring in the way that you would like something to be. It does not have good intentions. It wishes... It cares for its children, but you are not one of those.
It's children of the Greys.
No, actually, you could consider that closer to kin to you than your sister now.
Yikes. How could something give life in a malevolent way?
It is not malevolent towards its children, but its children do not have the right intentions for the people of this earth, because its children are not of this earth.
We've been in this hallway quite some time. Oh boy, do I want to ask you what that means. But I'm quite terrified of the answer. Is it as terrifying as I think?
Information can... Information about the occult such as this isn't just, it's not as easy as me saying it to you aloud. It must be learned and known, but one runs the risk of losing their sanity by learning it.
I'm pretty locked in, so I think I'll maintain what semblance of sanity I possess.
I feel you are far more gone than you realize.
That's why I said semblance. And I think I, like, soften.
Mm.
And I'm like, everyone I care about is in this room. And Sadie. I care. I just want to. I want to make it right. Everything. And I know it's too far gone. I just want to make sure that we're not feeding into the people that are ridding this place of life. And I feel like no matter where I turn, I am doing the wrong thing.
The best advice that I could give you is that those who make it out on the other end of the abyss become far more selfish and think only of themselves. That is how you become strong.
What if you were born selfish?
Then I think you're cut out for this job.
Let's get to work then.
Alright. I'll leave you and your friends to it. I have other business to attend to. And you see he stands up. He's like 6'5", very like just super built. He's got his nails painted black, and he looks at you and he goes, "Oh, and just a tip. In a room full of assassins and spies that wear masks, you should be afraid of the one that doesn't." And he walks out, and you kind of infer that he was talking about himself.
Mm-hmm. That was really cool. Your dad's so cool.
I immediately run over to the mini fridge. Is there any more fucking apple juice?
Let's see a mango one.
He drank the last apple juice.
It's only fucking cranberry in here. Fuck.
Sorry I ate up all the questions there.
I'm just kind of watching him as he walks away very inquisitively.
Well, I ain't mad about it. I couldn't think of nothing.
Ben, what the fuck did we see?
I'm just staring at the dude.
He leaves the room and shuts the door behind him.
I'm just in my own head. Good luck talking to me, Snipe.
Project Omen,
Yeah.
no gods. It's a fucking.
I think I got that filth stuff inside of me.
And we both do, buddy.
Yeah.
And as for you, Ben, I don't know what's going on.
Me either, Bowie.
You touched the scroll. And what did you see?
Alright. Meta Cade is
Yeah.
going to make a really big decision for Ben here.
Oh, I forgot about the fucking scrying and
Not
shit.
Meta. Ben is so far gone in his own thoughts right now. Literally,
Yeah.
like, he's not... You're talking to him and he's just sitting...
Like,
he's just staring where
staring.
the dude went.
Damn.
Thinking deeply.
I'm so fucking sick of being scared of this shit.
Yeah.
I'm
This sucks.
I'm so sick of feeling like we're not important. 'Cause look at where the fuck we are. There's
Well-
something we can. There's got to be something we can do.
What did he mean when they said they wanted to acquire me?
We're not going to let that happen. We're at an auction house, Luther. If they intend to auction us off, we need a plan. I don't really know what I can do. I just know if we get separated, I'll find you. No matter what. Whether I gotta commune with the filth again. I'll do whatever it takes.
I'll make sure to roar extra loud if we get split up.
I'll look for the earthquakes. And the people dead 100 feet away. People edited out. SK. You broke the code and you lived.
I did not break the code.
Didn't he say? You broke a code or whatever. You were walking. You were like, kill me.
Oh. Oh.
This guy's like, what fucking code?
Yeah, what the you're lying, dude.
I don't live by a code.
He's like, I was supposed to fucking kill myself?
I'm not gonna fucking do that.
No, I just thought you meant he broke like the rune that like kept him silent. That's what I thought. That's what I thought you were talking
Yeah,
about.
you broke the rune that kept you silent, right? Just trying to get away with shit.
Yes, I should be dead right now.
I'm glad you're not.
Yeah, I never thought I would say this, but me too.
Was that cool getting like your dad was that's your dad, right? Like actual?
Yeah, that is like directly my father.
He was kind of he seemed proud, right?
Yeah, I never really know how to read him. It's very, very difficult.
Did I make a mistake letting him see who I really am?
Only time will tell.
Just sick of hiding, so. He's chill with us? Or is it like the assassins are like, no relationships, no dating?
Oh,
I didn't mean like that. No, I mean, I imagine he's going to...
I don't think he cares.
He's like a kill,
I mean, I do have a mother.
Yeah. Oh. Well, shit. Still kicking?
Yeah. Yep.
We never talk about this stuff.
I'm usually not comfortable talking about it.
Likewise. Y'all are my family now. So let's stay together out there. Let's keep the eyes on the prize and try to secure passage on the old Hyperborean.
The door opens from where you guys were at before, and Billy comes out, and he's like, I'm trying to get the fuck out of here.
They drink your apple juice too?
Nah, I just don't want to be here anymore. I did what I had to do. I'm done.
Is there curtains in this room or anything?
Yeah, there's curtains. There's not like a window.
Okay, I just want to rip a curtain off the wall and use it as a cloak.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you're exposed.
Yeah, I want to cover up.
Anything else you guys want to talk about? I think that's where we're going to end it.
Oh, boy.
No, I think when Billy comes in, Luther's just ready to bounce also.
Mm-hmm.
Likewise.
All right. That's the end of this episode then. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.
Shit.
It was a big one.
Yeah. These effers. We gotta destroy this place.
Yeah, I want to so badly.
I wish I still had a fucking earthquake.
We need a long rest. I need to get my spells back.
For real.
You need to heal up.
Yeah, dude. Oh, God. I don't think I have any rages either.
Do you want to hear something crazy, too? I don't know if it would have worked. It might have been one of those things where I was like, this is going to be one of those, like, DM moments, and you'd be like, oh, no, that does not work. But Lay on Hands, I just auto-used the full 30 HP charge on Ben.
Mm-hmm.
But I was reading it, and I was like, oh, if I expend 5, I can heal poison or disease. I'm assuming I can't heal, like, becoming a vessel for the
No.
blood mommy, but...
No.
So-
I was like,
So
that would have
sad
been
that you can't.
cool. I was like, Just like, eep.
That's the most depressing part of playing a paladin. Being like, oh, I can't cure this?
Oh, it's
Fuck.
beyond disease? This is super
it's,
disease?
It's not a disease at all. It's not a disease or a poison.
But it's bad.
Yeah.
And I want to
It's not
cure
great.
it.
It's not great for
It's
sure.
an icky badness.
It's icky and bad. Yeah, that was fucked, dude.
Metaphorically, yes, it is a disease. Mechanically, fuck no.
Hey, David, have one of these.
Thank you.
Eat a couple of these.
Eat a couple. We're flipping them up.
For our audio listeners.
There are several middle fingers up in the air.
All right, friends at home. Don't forget to check out our YouTube channel at Quested Podcast, where we upload our weekly video episodes weekly, our weekly video episodes weekly, our weekly video episodes weekly, our weekly video episodes weekly. And don't forget to check out our social medias on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Quested Pod, where we upload our weekly clips weekly. And don't forget to check out the merch store, because we still got that juicy merch in there.
Mm-hmm.
That scrumptious, bursting at the seams merch, just waiting to be purchased. Just sitting in a warehouse, thinking about who's going to purchase it.
Looking for a home
Looking for a home.
to be well loved.
We keep our clothes in kennel cages. We're going to make a Sarah McLachlan commercial. In a house here.
True.
Next week we deal with the lawsuit for.
Yeah. Next week is going to be an arena, a real life arena with Sarah McLachlan's lawyers, because I request trial by combat in next week episode.
Why do we get rid of that as a culture?
You can still do that in
Arenas,
Texas.
Can you?
Yeah, you can duel.
That is
Trial
the most
by
Texas
combat.
shit I've ever heard.
duel on the airsoft court.
Airsoft. You can't even tell when you get shot.
Yeah. Hit.
Hit.
Bro.
No, I think they like slap with gloves, real old school style.
They slap box.
Yeah. It's a
Come on,
slap
come on.
boxing match.
I know you can open carry swords in Texas unless that was like just a meme. But I'm pretty sure you can.
I
Know where I
hope so.
belong.
For real, I know where I'm going. All right. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Good morrow.